My name is David Bailey. I'm from Wiley, Texas. I'm currently studying at Notre Dame Seminary in New Orleans, Louisiana. My favorite saints are St. Kevin of Glendalough in Ireland and St. Margaret of Scotland. When I lived in Ireland, I was fortunate enough to be able to to go on pilgrimage to St. Kevin's monastery, the ruins of his monastery in Glendalough. And also I was able to go on pilgrimage to the sites relevant to St. Margaret's life while in Scotland on a few occasions. I first thought about the priesthood in 2010. At the time, I was dividing my time between Ireland and Tulsa, Oklahoma. In both places, I was fortunate to be surrounded by really great role models as priests in the parishes where I was involved. I began to seriously think about the priesthood, and that was what led to me going in 2010 once again to Glendalough, the ruins of St. Kevin's Monastery, on pilgrimage for discernment. And I left sure that I was being called, and then spent a few years afterwards discerning to make sure that I was fully prepared to make the commitment. Well, I read a lot of books, primarily history books, and also the Irish writer Roddy Doyle. I really enjoy those, but it'd be really hard to narrow down just one favorite book. Favorite TV shows, typically, I have a thing for watching How I Met Your Mother on Netflix, streaming that periodically. And also in Ireland there's this great show, it's no longer on air, but Father Ted is hilarious. Deals with 3 priests in the western part of Ireland on an island, craggy island. It's hilarious. Those are my favorite shows. If I were something other than a priest, I would probably be a social worker. I did a lot of charity work, social work on Native American reservations after I got out of the military. I continued to do various charitable projects while in Ireland for the period of time that I was there. And if I weren't going into the priesthood, that would certainly be what I would continue to do, work in the social work capacity. What really attracts me about the priesthood is the idea of service. I found when I first began discerning the calling to the priesthood that I had already lived a life of service. I joined the military during Desert Storm. As I already said, I did a lot of work on Native American reservations, and I'd already devoted my life to service, but I found myself at times asking myself the question, could I give more? And if I could, well, why wasn't I? And ultimately, that was what led to me taking very seriously the idea of entering into the priesthood or studying for the priesthood. So I think what really appeals to me the most is just that, is to live your whole life where every ounce of your energy, your time, your effort, everything is completely devoted to the church and to service of the greater community and the worldwide community, I guess, of Catholic Christians.